So usually I tell people one of the proteins that they really need to focus on when they're trying to be healthy is chicken. Chicken and fish, because they're nice and lean, they're full of protein, they're good for you. About 100 grams of chicken breast will give you about 170 calories, which is great, relationship there. The problem is sometimes chicken breast gets a little restrictive in how you can cook it because it dries out really quickly. It's hard to cook properly unless you have a sous vide machine, which I do. It's actually tough to get it at the right temperature and get it nice and soft and edible. So one thing I like to do, unless you're cooking it with the bone and the skin, by the way. So one cut of chicken that I really like to use a lot because it keeps that taste, it keeps that moisture, and it's actually really tasty all the time, and it's very hard to mess up, is chicken thighs. Yes, they might have a little bit more fat content, but we've learned already, if you've been reading the blog, that fat content is actually good for you. So here's a recipe for really quick chicken thighs that you absolutely cannot mess up. Also made by. So we want to build as much flavor as possible for our chicken. So I'm going to start with 2 whole red onions that are just going right in there. Then I've got 4 pieces of just peeled garlic inside, 2 knobs of ginger inside as well, a nice handful of leeks, baby leeks actually, just inside as well. Then we're going to take some rosemary, so I'm just going to remove the herbs and put the rosemary in there. About 2 branches should do the trick to just make sure we have that flavor that just really comes through nicely. Then I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of sambal lek or any type of garlic chili sauce, so just 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon rather if you want it nice and spicy. A couple drops of sesame oil that goes right in there. I'll put 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar in there as well. I'm going to put a small teaspoon of fish sauce in there. Then we're going to close it up, give it a whiz. When I have a nice paste, I'm just going to slowly add in about just 2 teaspoons of honey inside. And then I'm just going to whiz it back up once again. And then finally we're just going to add about 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Goes right in there, and we're pretty much done. So we're just going to open everything up. And then we're going to toss in our chicken, and then we're going to leave that overnight 12 hours in some baggies just to get the marinade nice and going. So this is good to go for 12 hours in the fridge. I'm going to use it tomorrow. It's about 1 kilo, so I'm actually probably going to eat this in about 2 days. When we're good to go, this is going to be very simple and fast. I'm just going to take some olive oil and spread it a little bit everywhere onto just a baking pan like this. If you have a grill, which I don't have and I really wish I did, I'd put it on that, but since I don't, I'm going to put it on that, and that's why I need the additional oil. If it was on a grill, I probably wouldn't need too much oil to add to it. So there. Now I'm going to add our chicken right on top, and it's actually really simple. I'm just going to take it all out and then lay it out separately, and then we're just going to slow bake everything in a nice hot oven. So I'm just going to put that out. These are chicken thighs, so they're going to cook nice and slow, and that fat's going to keep them nice and moist without drying them out too much. So no need to sear them first to get them nice and brown. So I'm just going to lay those out, make sure those are all properly put together. After about 30 minutes, you'll see that some oil rendered out, and this is why a grill would be better. And I'm just going to reduce and remove all the fat. About 1 hour in, you'll see that they've become nice and caramelized, just as so. And what I did is I put it up to right here, if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Basically, I put the grill top on, so you'll be able to caramelize the top of the chickens and get that nice crunch that we're looking for. So these are basically almost cooked, and they have only like 10 minutes to go. So this has been about it's been there for about an hour, let's say almost 50 minutes. So I'm going to leave it 10 more minutes just to make it an hour. I'm gonna throw in just some rosemary sprigs in there just to give it a bit more flavor, and when it comes out, they're gonna be absolutely beautiful. End result, I have this beautifully cooked chicken thighs here, nice and moist and nice and flavorful with all those Asian flavors and everything. And this would go perfect pairing with anything from mashed potatoes to mashed cauliflower to quinoa to rice to brown rice with some eggs. No need to add sauces or just a little bit of seasoning just to finish it off, but it's an actual great dish, and it's something you can make in a batch and you can actually make ahead of time and put it just when you have nothing to eat. Just cook this directly alone. I really hope you guys enjoyed that one, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel right here, and then also go to www.thefatkidInside.com. Make sure to click that button, it's very important. See you guys.